Hi everyone, my name is Claire and I'm going to be taking you through my project. This is the third story about it, like I'm on part 3. So it's still the timetable generator and it's going to be presented to you by Claire from Battery University. So I'll take you through the contents of the presentation. It's going to be actually a short video this time. I'll talk about the introduction, AI agents, AI environment, the agents, database, datasets, informed search, and informed search, AI accountability, and then conclusion. So to go to the introduction, the automatic timetable generator, which is a unique AI system, which will automatically generate timetable based on requirements that you have given to it. For example, you have different interfaces where you shall have the admin and the users. So they will be interacting with it differently. So that mean will be the one to give it the requirements for the timetable. For example, the question needs for that day, the period, like the time, the hours for that lecture, the room allocation, question needs, and so on. So to go to the AI agents, first of all, an agent is an entity that perceives and acts. We have different types of agents. We have the software, we have person like farms, machine, anything that perceives and acts like it can take a decision from what it has been, from what it has and has to. So it has to be able to interpret information and make a decision. So it acts to that information that it has taken. So mainly for the timetable generator, we're going to mainly deal with the software because software it has the keystrokes files which will be required during the timetable generation and those the keystrokes will act as our sensors and actuators will actually be the files that are going from it. The software agent, as I've explained earlier, to take in actions and get feedback from the environment. We're going to be interacting with the environment also, and I'll show you how the environment actually interacts with, with the agent. So it will also deal with supervised and unsupervised learning, as I discussed earlier in other slides. So for this timetable generator, it will do more of supervised learning, where I'll feed it with some data sets in order to learn, like to learn the behavior of the environment to catch up with it. And also unsupervised learning, where I will have to train it on new data sets, like on information that is new. So we go to the environment. Environment simply it's a surrounding of an agent at every instant. You know, the environment keeps on changing. But for our AI, which is the timetable generator project, the environment actually will be constant. So we shall partially deal with dynamic environment. So we are mainly going to be dealing with static and partially a little of dynamic environment. We shall have a discrete environment, where the discrete environment the integers that are going to be feeding with our system will act as the discrete environment, whereas the continuous environment, it won't have the continuous environment that so much that, but it has this time limit. So as we're going to be having time, you know, time is continuous, like it is infinite. So to also deal with the continuous environment and obviously it will also deal with observable data, like you're going to be feeding it with data that already existed so that it can copy up easily the environment. This is how our environment is going to be interacting with the agents. Like the agent perceives the environment, the sensors, as I explained earlier, and it acts on that environment through the actuators. Actuators mainly, these are the actions that are going to be done, or the results that we are going to be expected to receive. After you fed in this, what action should I take, and what are the results? Those are the actuators. That diagram is simply showing you how the environment gets data the environment gets data and it gives it to the agent. So it acts as an input, whereas what we get from the agent to the environment, it acts as an output, like they collaborate with each other. So the dataset description for the automatic timetable generator. Here, the datasets as I've explained earlier in previous slides, datasets mainly in order to obtain student timetables, I took advantage of Makerere University previous information about the different timetables due to the fact that Makerere University is a government institute. So I was able to get the required information easily for the academic years. For the academic year 2022, like I got the first same data and the second same data. So that is the data I'm going to be using to manipulate, like to feed on our AI timetable generator in order to get familiar with the data and be able to automatically generate our timetable. So I'm going to also explain about the informed search, like informed search. Actually, informed search have algorithm information of the goal state, which helps in more efficient searching. Like for it, in order to do an informed search, you have to have previous knowledge about something. Like it's not completely blind. You don't know anything about what you're going to be doing. So uh, with informed search, it is heuristic search that uses knowledge for searching process to find a solution quickly at a low cost. Yeah, it is so optimum and you get the solution within the shortest period of time. And the examples that I'm going to be using in automatic timetable generator, I'll use the greedy search and as known, and also I'll use the a star search. As long as I'm doing the automatic timetable generator, those are the two that I'm going to mainly focus on. The timetable generator will use more of a form search as the information about its formulation will be provided by the admin. As I told you earlier, mid research, and I'm going to be using that the information from Makerere University for the previous year. So the uninformed search algorithm have no additional information on the goal node other than the one provided the definition. So the problem definition. So here in uninformed search, like the system literally knows nothing, but but it knows like a start note where you're going to provide information about the problem. So the end note, like the goal state is not known to it, but it goes through a number of processes as it is searching for it. Actually, it is a blind search with a high cost, and also the solution is obtained after a long period of time. Like you have to search through a number of stages where we're going to use reading first search and depth first search. Like you go through a number of stages in order to get to the goal state. The uninformed search will also these cases need to change the timetable, like during the course of the same, like you want to change in case anything happens, you never know, and the admin wants to change the timetable, like to adjust it, maybe to change it, to change some questions, maybe there we can use the uninformed search. Then we go to accountability. Now, accountability means here deals like who is accountable for our AI system in case of anything, like who is responsible when AI goes wrong. That's what accountability means. So who is to blame in case of anything? So I'll start by the definition of accountability. Accountability refers to the expectation that organizational individuals will put into consideration to ensure the proper functioning of their system throughout its life cycle, like the proper functioning of the whole system as it's going to be implemented, what will be happening in those stages, that is accountability. So who will be accountable in case of anything that happens? Like, for example, the admin tries to change something. Remember, they have different interfaces, and that thing does not reflect to the student's interface. What will happen? Because that brings in into misinformation, like people would miss out the information that they had to have. For example, if the admin changes the question it for a day and it doesn't reflect students interface, so students will miss that lecture because of that. Who is accountable for that? So the timetable generator also consider accountability in an easy way, that its designer will put restrictions to the interfaces, like it will only be the admin to put changes, like not students to change, because you know how students be. Students are so funny, they can start late, like if you don't put restrictions, they can put the timetable in a way that favors them, yet it doesn't favor the lecturer. So in case of accountability, we shall put restrictions that it's only the admins who are supposed to change the timetable, and students will just get notifications to know what lecture is there at what time and what lecture room. So that's how accountability is going to be. Like we shall put restrictions that it's only one person to do the changes for the school timetable, not the students. The students will just get the bills, the notifications that something has happened like this and this. So that's all.